Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhamad Kasyfil Aziz, and I'm a student of English Education Department in Singapore Bangsa Karawang University. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how to make your video to be more interesting and more simple, especially for beginners like students. The reason that I doing this tutorial is because I still found that some of my friends still do not know how to make their video to be more simple, because for students like me, like my friends, in this pandemic situation, we got several assignments to make um, videos about material. So yeah, there are three main steps or three main process in this tutorial. The first one is the preparation, the second one is the editing process, and the last one is the finishing process. So without further ado, let's get to the tutorial and the example. Let's go. Now I'm going to explain the example for you. So the first thing that you need to do is you have to install the editing application and also prepare your own video. And after you install the application, then you have to import the video to the application. So in this video, I'm going to use Adobe Premiere Pro right here as the application. And after we install, we open it first, and then click the new project and give a title. For example, example. So this is the first look of this application, and as I said before, that we have to import our video, our raw video to the application. So we need to import, and I will choose this video that I want to edit, and then I need to drag the video to the middle box right here. Okay, so the preparation process is done. Okay, and next is we are going to edit this video. It means that we move to the editing process. Okay, so in this process, I'm just going to share with you four basic techniques of editing a video. The first one is trim, the second one is split, the third one is cut, and the last one is join. The first technique is trim. So trim is basically you decide which part is going to be the beginning of your video and which part is will be going to be the end of your video. So I'm going to give you the example. So you just decide which part of your video that will be the beginning. So I'm going to decide it right here when he is angry, and then I will decide the end of the video right over here. So it is getting shorter, as you can see, and yeah, that is called the trim technique. The second technique that I want to tell you is the split technique. So it is basically making one video to into two parts. So I'm going to drag this blue line to the middle of the video, and then I will press the Control key and then the key and then K key on the keyboard at the same time, and it will be going to be like this. And then I will uh, click on this icon and then drag the video and split the video just like this. So it is called split technique, and it will leave a blank space in the middle of your video. And then the third technique that I want to share is the cut technique. So cut technique is basically simple, but it is the most important technique on editing a video. I think the function of cut technique is delete the unnecessary things of your video. For example, when you are stop talking in the middle of your video, or you forgot of memorizing something, then you have to delete it. Then you need to know this technique. So there is a razor tool for cutting in this application, and the way to do cut technique is drag the blue line. For example, I'm going to delete the middle part of this video, so I'm going to cut right here and right here, and then just delete the middle part and delete the blank space. So the video getting more shorter and more simple, and the duration is also not take too long. Okay, so the last technique is join. So what is meant? So it is what does it mean? So it means that you put another video on your video next to your video. For example, like this, you need to import the other video, for example this video, then just drag the video same as your first video, and that's it. That's a join technique. So yeah, that is the explanation of the editing process. And the next is the finishing. The finishing process is consists of rendering, uploading, and saving. Render it first. In this application, there is a sequence right here, and then choose the render in to out. And after that, we need to save it. To save your video, it is we have to export to the media, and then after that just choose the location of your video right here, output name, and then choose for example this one, captures, then save right here. Then after you choose the location, then just export, click export right here. Your video is already getting more simple and more interesting, and yeah, that's it. So yeah, as we have seen that it is easy, right, to do to edit your video to be more simple and more interesting after we already know the steps such as preparing, like preparing our stuff like the applications and your video, and then import it to the application, and then the editing process such as trim, and then split, cut, and also joining, and the last step is finishing. You have to render it first, and then choose the location that you want to save your video, and then just export your video. So that's all for me. I hope this tutorial is useful for you, especially for students, especially for my friends that still do not know how to make your video to be more simple and interesting. I hope this tutorial is useful and helpful. I'm sorry if I am mistaken on pronouncing the words or on speaking. Yeah, the last thing is wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.